Hello everyone, hope you are all doing good. Myself Sharmili. Today I am going to teach an important topic in computer. So today we are going to learn the basic computer concept. So let's understand what computers are. What is computer? Computer is an electronic device that receive input, next store or process the input as per user instructions. As last, it produce the result as the output in desired format. So this kind of electronic device is called computer. What is the uses of computer? Computers are used for various purposes. So some of the uses of computers are storing information, typing letters, painting, chatting with friends and family, performing calculations, playing music and games, watching movies and cartoons, searching for some informations. So computers are used in several places such as railway station, school, library, bank, hospital, etc. So next learn about what are all the parts the computer have. Basically, computer have four main parts and two additional parts. The four main parts are monitor, keyboard, mouse and CPU. And two additional parts are speaker and printer. So, what is monitor? Monitor looks like a television. What is the use of monitor? We can able to see and view our result in the monitor. Keyboard. What is the use of keyboard? Keyboard have lots and lots of button in it. So that buttons is called the keys. Each key has some kind of functions. Okay, with the help of keyboard we can able to give instructions to the computer. Third one, mouse. What is the use of mouse? We can able to point out or select something in the computer screen. Fourth one, CPU. CPU is the processing device and also we call CPU as the brain of the computer. Okay, and at last we studied about two additional parts. One is printer and another one is speaker. What is the use of printer? It generates the hard copy and print any document. And next one is speaker. So what is the use of speaker? It produces the audio output to the listener. So these are all some basic parts of a computer. So the next topic is input and output devices. What is input devices? Input devices is used to give instructions to the computer. Examples of input devices are keyboard, mouse, camera, scanner. So these are all some kind of input devices. The devices which produce or give some data or instructions to the computer, that kind of devices is called input devices. Okay, so the next one is output devices. After receiving input, the computer will process or store as per user instructions. At last it will produce the result as the output. We can view our result in the output devices. That devices are called output devices. Okay. Examples of output devices are monitor and printer. Let's study about the processing device CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. It is neither an input nor an output device. It controls all the input and output devices connected to it. CPU consists of three main parts: control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and third one is memory unit. What is control unit? It controls the working of all the parts of a computer. Arithmetic logic unit, it does all the calculation of a computer. It performs arithmetic operations and logical comparison. Third one, memory unit. It stores the input instructions given by the user before sending to the process, and also it stores the result or output before sending to the user. So we just learn about what is computer and what are the parts of a computer and what is input and what is output, right? Question: how does the computer work? Yes, we give some instructions to the computer. After receiving the input, it will process or store as per user instructions. At last, it will produce as the result as the output, right? Yes. So for this process, we have a name. The name is IPO cycle. Okay, I means input, P means process, O means output. Okay, so I will give a brief explanation about IPO cycle. Just listen. So the user, who is the user? The person who sits in front of the computer, the person is called user. For example, if I am sitting in front of the computer and doing some certain task, that I am called the user. Okay, so the user gives some instructions to the computer with the help of input devices, which we studied already. The input devices are keyboard and mouse. With the help of keyboard and mouse, we will give some instructions to the computer. Okay, so the computer will receive the instructions with the help of input devices by the user. The next step is it will make a process or it will store as per the user instructions. Okay, and third step is it will produce the result as the output. The output will store in the view in the output devices. The output devices examples are monitor, printer. Okay, so in this process the computer will work. Next topic is storage devices. Storage capacity is the amount of data which is stored in the storage devices. It is calculated in megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte. Okay. And it also have two types. One is internal memory, another one is external memory. Internal memory. Internal memory is also called the main memory or primary memory. So it is a part of a memory unit in CPU. Internal memory are further divided into two parts. random access memory or RAM, read-only memory or ROM. Random access memory. RAM being the temporary in nature doesn't save the unsaved data after the computer is switched off. The storage capacity of a RAM is lesser compared to the other storage devices. ROM stores the data permanently even after the computer has switched off. The data is not erased. External memory. External memory is also called the secondary memory of a computer. It present outside the CPU. External storage devices is mainly used to store the data and transfer the data from one computer to another computer. External storage devices are slower than internal storage devices, but external storage devices have the large storing capacity comparing to the internal storage devices. The examples of external storage devices are hard disk, pen drive, CD and DVD. The next topic is computer components. The computer components are hardware and software. So just learn about what is hardware. The computer device which we can see, feel and touch, that is called the computer hardware. Okay, examples of computer hardware are CPU, monitor, speaker. So these kind of computer devices are called computer hardware. And next topic is software. So before studying about software, I want to give some brief introduction about it. As a human being, we all know how to act and react in this certain situation and how to perform our day-to-day activities, isn't it? For example, when we feel hungry, we eat. When we feel tired, we take some rest. We touch something extremely hot, we suddenly remove our hands from it. So we know how to act and react in this certain situation, isn't it? Have you ever think how we are doing this? How do we know what to do in some kind of certain situations? Yes, it is. Our brain will give instructions to us to perform like this. Right, same manner. Similarly, computer also got instructions from the software to act and react in certain situations. Okay. So now just study about what is software and what are all the types of software in it. Software is the soul of the computer. Without software, we cannot work in the computer. Okay, let's study about software and its types. What is software? Software is a set of programs. What is program? Set of instructions is called program. One more time. Set of instructions is called program. Set of program is called software. Software have two types. One is system software, another one is application software. Now just learn about what is system software. System software will control overall operations and internal working of a computer. It reads data from the input devices and produce output to the output devices. Examples of system softwares are OS, utility software and language processor. Let's learn about it. OS. OS is nothing but operating system. So, the OS will control the overall activity of our computer, and also it works as the interface between the user and the computer. OS is work like our school principal sir. Why means our principal sir will control the overall activity of our school. He is supervising the teachers, supervising the workers, supervising the students, and scheduling meeting and scheduling the timetable and maintaining the discipline. So and so of activities done by our principal sir. Right. So similarly, OS is also doing some certain task in the computer. It will manage the device management, runs software, and security, process management, file management. So these are all the functions will done by the OS. Examples of OS operating systems are Unix, Linux, Windows, Mac OS. So these are all some kind of examples of OS. We can also divide this operating system into two types. One is single user operating system, another one is multi-user operating system. What does mean by single user operating system? Single user operating systems allows only one user can work in one computer at a given time. That is called single user operating system. Multi-user operating system. Multi-user operating systems allows multiple users on different computers to access a system at the same time. These computers are connected through network. And next one is what is multitasking. Multitasking in the sense we can do more than one task at the same time. That is called multitasking. So we just study what is OS and what are the types of OS and what is the examples of OS and what is the duty of OS in our computer. The next example of system software is utility software. Utility software is used to perform a specific task in a computer. It is used to managing the computer. It is used to avoid a virus attack, and we can use to take backup of our document, and if we lost some data we can recover it. So these kind of help we can got from utility software. So the example of utility softwares are antivirus software, backup software, recovering software. So these are all the some examples of utility software. And third example of system software is language processor. And third one is language processor. What is the use of language processor? Computer didn't understand programming language. Computer only know the machine language. So we need a translator. So language processor had a vital role in it. So it is used to translate the programming language into machine language and machine language into programming language. The examples of language processor are compiler and interpreter. Next one is application software. Application software is developed by the programmer to do some specific task. Application software has two types. One is general purpose application software, another one is specific or special purpose application software. General purpose application software. It is fulfill the general need of the people. So examples of application softwares are word processor, graphics software, design softwares, and multimedia software. So these are all some kind of examples of application softwares. Okay. So first one is word processor. Examples of word processors are MS Word is one kind of word processor. The use of word processor are we can able to create a professional document with many features. Once we created a document, we can able to add, remove, rearrange, or if you need some beautifying the document, examples, if we can able to create the border, if you want to change the font size, font color. So these kind of steps we can able to done in the word processor. Examples of word processor are MS, Microsoft Word, WordPad, Notepad, LibreOffice, etc. So the next one is spreadsheet. Spreadsheet is a program. It is help us to do calculations and display the data in the form of chart to analysis in better way. VisiCalc is the first programming spreadsheet. So examples of spreadsheets are Microsoft spreadsheet, Lotus 123. So these are all some kind of spreadsheet examples. Next example is DBMS, Database Management System. So everyone knowingly, unknowingly, we are using database management system in our daily basis. So it is used to store the large amount of data in organized manner. So once we add information in the DBMS, we can able to add, remove, update, or find out or replace. So these are all the options we can able to do in the DBMS software. So the examples of DBMS are Microsoft Access, OpenOffice, and Oracle. So these are all some kind of DBMS software. So the next one is presentation software. The presentation software is mainly used to present our idea in a lively manner. It is mainly used for business and educational purpose. We can able to create a slides, we can make an animation, we can make a transition, and we can make a we can able to add a video, or we can do the hyperlink. So these are all so and so options we have it presentation software. Example of presentation softwares are Microsoft PowerPoint, Adobe Flash. So these are all some kind of presentation software examples. The next example is DTP, desktop publishing. This application helps us to combine both text and graphic features to design professional documents like newsletters, magazine, printed forms, advertisement, brochures, etc. So the examples of DTP softwares are CorelDRAW, Adobe InDesign. Okay. The next examples is graphic software. It is used to create images such as chart, graphs, photographs, logos, and cartoons, and much more. Photoshop, AutoCAD, Dreamweaver, MS Paint are the examples of graphic software. And next one is multimedia software. Multimedia software is used for the recording and the playing of audio and video files. Multimedia finds its applications in various features: art, education, engineering, entertainment, and so on. Windows Media Player is the example of multimedia software. So these are all the examples of general purpose application software. Next one is specific purpose application software. What is the use of specific purpose application software? It will fulfill the specific need of the people. It is also called the customized software. So some of the customized softwares are reservation softwares, billing softwares, payroll softwares. So these are all the examples of specific purpose application software. So these are all the examples of application software. So just we can do some quick recap. So we just studied about what is software. Software is a collection of program that is stored and runs on the computer hardware, help users to work on the computer. Software has two types. One is system software, another one is application software. System software have three types: operating system, utility software, and language processor. Application software have two types. One is general purpose application software, another one is special purpose application software. Okay, so general purpose application software examples are word processor, multimedia software, graphics software, DTP, DPMS, multimedia software, so on so. Specific purpose application software or customized softwares examples are reservation softwares, billing software, payroll software. So these are all the examples of specific purpose application softwares.